on everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today is not a good day. First of all, happy 4th of July to all you Americans out there. Anybody that's American, happy 4th of July to you. It might not be, it will be the 4th of July everywhere in America because they're only 8 hours behind us in the West and 5 hours in the East. So happy 4th of July to you everybody. Binance API system has been compromised, shall we say, with Syscoin and a few other coins as well, it looks like. We've seen a few pumps on Binance. We're actually watching the pumps on Binance and wondering what the hell was going on. First, we've seen it with Key. I don't think they're affected. A self-key, I think that was a natural kind of pump. But then Syscoin just kind of shot up. So we'll be kind of talking about that. We'll be looking at the market updates. We'll be looking at some news as well. But first of all, I'm just going to see if we've got people in the house. And if you like these videos, crush the likes, everybody. Crush the likes and subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell as well. Right, are we on? Are we live? And remember as well, on the video settings, on the bottom right hand side, YouTube have changed some settings for whatever reason. On the bottom right hand side, click on the settings and hit HD and you'll be able to see this in HD. Or you might want to keep it blurry, I don't know. But we've got a few people in the house. I didn't expect a lot of people because it is 4th of July today. So who have we got in? Ad Verhagen is in the house. Welcome to you. Marcus Jafari is in. Be Inspired. Char Dan is in. Davy Stew, one of our brown admins, is in the house as well. More drama, yeah, definitely. Cole Phillips is in the house as well. Welcome to you. Good trading day yesterday, Cole, I believe. Black Label 46, Chris Noble, RC, Stephen King, Njambi, and Kevin VT, Peter Harding. Scottish Bulls back with us. Welcome to you. Reginald Bowler, Kevin VT, Martin and Sonia, Mac Pollen, Mike Cryptico, Juan Antonio is in. Mixter Oz, Liam Hunt, Stephen King. Thomas and John Warburton is in the house just now. So Binance is still down just now, which is a bit of a nightmare. We'll just go over and look at the Twitter feed just now, and we'll go over to Binance, see if there's any updates. February 12, 10 minutes ago, system maintenance complete, upgrade complete, excellent. So that's just came on 10 minutes ago. Binance has completed system maintenance. Will resume all trading activity at 8 AM UTC. So UTC time, UTC 7:37. So we've got another 23 minutes and Binance is going to be back up and running. From now until the commencement of trading, users will be able to cancel orders, process deposits, withdrawals and use all other account related functions. Please stay tuned for more in-depth exploration of today's maintenance in a later announcement. So that there's a big thing, and it looks like there's been an API compromise again. This happened a few months ago on Binance as well, and it looks like it happened with Syscoin. If we just go over and take a look at Syscoin just now, can I look at it? I'm just going to go over to Trading View. Right, I've signed up for Trading View. Nope, don't want to do that. And I'm just starting to use it just now. So I've signed up for Trading View as opposed to Coinigy. There's a lot more features that I can use on it. So I've signed up for it to try it out. Sys. Just see what happened. So this is what this is what happened. I was kind of sitting at about 4,000 Satoshi. You can't even see it here. And it went up to 96 Bitcoin. The price went up to 96 Bitcoin. And it was all down to an API compromise with that. So I never like APIs. I've always said it. I don't like using APIs. I don't trust it. I don't like the security kind of breaches that can become, that can happen with APIs as well. Obviously, you get some brilliant ones out there. One kind of API breach is not going to affect all of the others, but I just don't like APIs in general, and I'd never give an API key if I was going to be trading. I'd just trade directly on the exchange. With the likes of TradingView and Coinigy and stuff, people like that, you can actually trade directly from their websites using the API, but I would never give that out to another website, purely because of the security breaches. And this is what happened with Syscoin. You see this here. I think it happened with, we're just going to look just now, a few others as well. I'm just going to quickly scroll down them. Who was the other ones that happened with? DNT, I think it happened with as well. I'll just look at DNT. That wasn't that bad with DNT, so I don't know if that's been affected. I think that might have been a natural kind of rise for DNT. We'll see what they're going to be doing. So what Binance is going to be doing then? It looks as if Binance might do a rollback on the Sys coin specifically. So they might do a rollback, i.e. they'll reverse all the trades or go back to a specific point in time, and they might reverse all the trades that people had with Sys coin. Now we don't know if that's fact or not. I don't know if that's true or not. Some people were talking about it on Twitter and in the kind of forums as well about a rollback. So I don't know if that's actually going to happen. And specifically with Sys coin as well. I think it happened with Mana as well. Did it happen with Mana? We'll see if there's a pump on Mana. I think there was. So it went 1500 Satoshi up to 3000 Satoshi, or nearly 3000 Satoshi. I don't know if that was an API, part of the API breach. I don't know, or API compromise. So I don't know if they'll roll back a few other coins as well. Hopefully they don't. I made a good few profit in Key yesterday. So we'll just take a look at some of the comments. Whoops. Kevin BT, morning from sunny California, but it's dark. It will be in California. It'll be, what, 12:41? And be flipping. Who thinks there will be a flipping this year? Pete Harding. Question to everybody. Marcus Shafari at Verhagen notes back up. Morning everyone. Happy 4th to all the Yanks. Happy 4th. Hello, did you see SIS from 265 to 96 USD? Yeah, seen that. Scottish Bull was Ontology, goodbye, just now at $5. Wallet coming out Android July the 9th. I think Ontology is a good buy. We'll just have a look at some charts as well. Like Crypto morning all, BitConnect to the moon. Juan, good morning Steve, how things looking for BABB? Have a great day. Yeah, BABB are still doing okay. BABB are still working on in the background. Just now we'll just look at where they are. I don't think they've changed much with the Crowdcube campaign with BABB. 717. They've actually gone down. I don't understand that. I don't know how that works. So they've gone back. They were at 722,000 funded, but they're at 717 just now. Is that because it's not updated? No, that's the right price. So it's still looking good. 52 days left, but they'll need to find investors for that. So I'm going to need another $750,000 to get the kind of fund target. Says good buy at $100. Says is a good buy. You should buy it up to 1 Bitcoin worth if you're buying into Sys. Obviously that's a joke. I'm using Huobi Pro just now. Scotch Bull. Yeah, Huobi Pro. I've never used Huobi Pro. I've heard about it, but I've never actually used. I've got an account at Huobi, but I've never actually used it. And Arnie is in the house as well. Morning to you. Sys sold for 96 Bitcoin. It was crazy. It was crazy what was going on yesterday. Scotch Bull, there was a group on the dark web hacked it just like they did with the other recent exchange hacks and that balloon. Ian Baliani. Is that what it was? I don't know if that's... I've never heard of the Lizard group. Mario Bagnoli, good morning to you. Yep, but went fast like within a second or two. Harold, morning from Tasmania. Steve, good to see you, Harold. Who will do that? Mistake. Honest Crypto Journey, good morning from sunny Edinburgh. Good morning to you as well. Sunny Glasgow as well. Sunny where we're staying. We've had a brilliant summer this summer. Do you know whether the gas fees will go back to normal with Ethereum? I don't. Obviously, Binance, I think they changed their gas fees as well temporarily. The price is just too high to flip between coins. I missed out on some nice gains yesterday by not flipping because of the gas fee. Well, I don't know how much a gas fee is. At the moment, I don't know how much it is. But if you're going to make a few $100s on a coin and the gas fees or maybe $5. I don't know exactly what the gas fees are just now, but if it's costing $5, it's still worth changing into another coin. Liam Hunt, I'm in on Mana. Do the prices usually fall after a compromise? It depends on what Binance are going to be coming out with and saying, but obviously it is due to this API compromise, whatever's happened there. Now, if you go back to the system status, I don't know why they don't do this automatically anyway. So Binance has removed all prior existing API keys and has now re-enabled API key creation. API users may now recreate their API keys from the user account center. So they should do this automatically once a week or something, or I don't know, once a week, once a day, I don't know, that you have to log in using your API key every day or something. So I think they should be doing that as a matter of course instead of just keeping it saved. So I don't know what the compromise has been, how it's come about as well, but I think they definitely should do that, and I just don't like APIs at all. Too much of a security risk. What's your thoughts on Aeon? We'll take a look at that, Thomas. You can retake your investment. Wayne, good morning. Finally caught you on live, 2 AM in Texas. Excellent, brilliant to see you, Wayne. Good to see you here. Pascal, Amsterdam. Hi, Steve. What would we expect when Binance is trading again? Honestly, I think when it happened, the last time, I think that happened the last time a couple of months ago. I think we went down. The whole market kind of went down because of the. But originally they said it was a Binance hack, but this is not a Binance hack. It's a compromise on the API system, which to me is a hack. So I don't quite know how people are going to perceive that and how the whole market is reacting. So where is the market just now? We'll just have a look at the markets at the moment. I'll go for that in coin market cap. So I think Bitcoin's down a bit, and I don't know if it's because of the news on it. I don't know why people kind of sell off Bitcoin and all the other coins when there's been a hack or news of a hack. Bitcoin down to 6505 just now. We'll just look on kind of trading. We'll just look at the current market cap. Market cap is 264 billion. Bitcoin dominance has gone down to 42.1%. A lot of them are in the red over the last 24 hours, but down 2.1% for Bitcoin. Syscoin only up 38%. That should be like 10,000% or something. Decentraland is up as well. That's up 12%. Steam is up. Status, Veritasium, Smart Cash, GX Chain, Moat, Cash. So there's only a few in green over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin Diamond, I don't know why they've got that as $1.97. They need to get that sorted in coin market cap. And who's the losers? I'm just going to turn off Telegram just now. Wax down again. That was down yesterday. No, that was one of the highest ones yesterday. That was why it's down 16%. Golem, Bitcoin is down. BCN is down 11.5%. One Chain, Centrality, Walton Chain, Nano, Cardano. So there's a lot of them kind of in the red just now over the last 24 hours. So we'll just go over to TradingView, and remember, I'm just getting used to this as well. We'll go to, I wonder if we can do BTC, USD. We'll look on Bitfinex for the dollar price. 6483 is saying. So it's kind of up and down at the moment. So where are we? That's on the daily. We'll just look on the hourly chart, see what's happened. So we can see quite a big drop, and this is round about, was it round about when the hack happened, or when the compromise happened? It can't be just due to that. So it did go down to 6414, we're back up to 6482. It's steadily climbing again. We've got a couple of green candles there, 5 out of 6 green candles so far. A 7 MA has crossed down over the 25 MA again. For that, what we're looking like on the 6-hour chart. Still looking good on the 6-hour chart, still in play at the moment for rising. So we need to wait and see what kind of Binance come out with. It shouldn't affect the markets, but the fact it kind of does affect the markets. I don't know why, but a lot of people kind of get spooked when an exchange gets hacked. So that's the situation with them just now. I just want to see what the NEO price is. NEO was doing well yesterday before all the kind of stuff came out. Still doing well, excellent, up to $37.96. If you're in on NEO just now, you could have got in at $27 and been up $10 already per coin, which is fantastic. 7MA crossed over the 30.92 at 30.92. And that's what I wanted to talk about today as well. How do you spot these up and coming kind of coins? Somebody asked in a group yesterday, how do you go for these? How do you spot them? So there's loads of ways to kind of spot them, but I want to show you one way. Over here, and we've kind of discussed this before, so I'm going to go to all the kind of coins on Binance just now. This will give us an overview. And when you see a coin and it kind of shoots up, so say for example it's Key, we'll just go to Key just now, and we'll show you. We kind of showed this yesterday. Where are we? Key. So we can't do it on the 6 hourly unfortunately because it's not long been listed. So we'll go on the 2 hourly because we want a longer kind of trading view on that. So obviously this is on Binance. It's not trading at the moment because it closed at about 1 o'clock. So that is about the time when Bitcoin went down. So if we see here, we're going to look at, this is probably not a good one because it's not been listed. We'll just look at Key. So okay, we don't want it on Binance. See, there's the thing. How you get off the exchange, man. Bitfinex. Right, so I'm not used to this yet. So we're going to go to another coin. Say, what was the other one that kind of has gone up quite? We'll just look at any one of them. We'll be able to tell you. Okay, so we look at Lend. Just now, Lend is currently up at 522 Satoshi at the moment. But we can see here, this is one of the ones I kind of use is a 725 MA crossover with a couple of other indicators as well. We kind of look at volume. We want to try and make it simple as possible. So if you're looking for a breakout, this is what we're kind of calling it, a breakout. If you're looking for some kind of breakout, you look for the 7MA crossing over the 25 MA. And you go in at the crossover point with a confirmation candle. So you can see here, the latest kind of rise up from 386 Satoshi. We went in on the confirmation candle. This is on the 2 hour chart, or you can use the 1 hour, but the broader the view, the better. It's going to give you a better picture rather than getting these kind of up and downs. So there's a confirmation candle. So you went at the top of the confirmation candle or the bottom of the second confirmation candle at 393. And we had a kind of rise up all the way up, could have run it up to 641. Now, you might be thinking, okay, there's no way you're going to catch it at 641, but what you can do is put a 10% stop loss in on the way up. So as it's moving up, so you can see that this is over a period of kind of 2 hours at a time, 2 hours for each candle. So on the move up, so on the move up, so on the move up. Put a 10% stop loss in at 641, which is 64. Take that off, so you'd have put a stop loss in at 580 and you'd have got stopped out at 580 on the exchange, on the Binance exchange. And the stops usually work well unless it kind of shoots down fast and it might just go right through it and skip it altogether until it comes back up again. So that's how you kind of look for the breakouts, and it's as simple as that. It's really simple to look for the breakouts. Now you're going to catch a lot of false breakouts. So we're going to go, we'll try and get one on Lend, and just to see if there's a kind of false breakout. So you can see here on Lend, there's a breakout here at 496. It kind of went up to 510 and then it came back down again. So you're going to get a lot of that. That's why it's better looking at a 6 hour view or a 1 day view. So if we look at the 6 hour view, this is on the 18th of June. So look at the 6 hour view and see if you can get a better quality breakout. So when you do a kind of longer view, you miss a lot of the kind of upswing on it. When you look at a 6 hour view or a daily view or a 12 hour view, you miss a lot of the upswing, but it gives you a better indication of when a prolonged rise. So when was this? This was back on 24th of April. We'll see. So you can see the 18th of June, here it didn't even kind of cross at all on the 6 hour. It just kept on going down, and the next time it crossed, we're going to cross over at 597. It goes up to 651. That'd be a good kind of catch if you could catch that. But again, even on the 6 hour view, you're getting a lot of these kind of false breakouts as well. However, on the 6 hour, you can see you missed it going from 537 up to this breakout point at 597. So you missed 60 Satoshi. So for day trading, you have to be at your computer quite a lot if you want to catch the upswings and if you want to miss the kind of false breakouts. So you want to miss that, but generally the 6 hour view gives you a good time frame. So if we had the ability to sell or short lend, we could do that. It's 589, it goes all the way down, keeps on going down, doesn't cross over again to 398. So 200 Satoshi would have got there, crosses over at 398, and it's currently up at 508 just now. So that'd have been a good rise. That's how you catch the kind of breakouts. You're not going to catch all of them, but this is a good way to catch them. And that's what we teach in the premium group as well. And we've got another technique that we use, the 3 to 6 strategy as well. And I give the calls on the 3 to 6 strategy as well. And it's kind of similar to this, but I give the calls on the 3 to 6 strategy. I won't be doing that today. Anybody in the premium group, I won't be doing it today because Binance is down. Well, not today. I won't be doing it till later on because Binance is down. So we need to see what's happening with Binance. I'm just going to log into Binance, or not log in, I'll just see if they're up and running again. They're not just now, it says in about 4 minutes time. It's obviously not trading just now. And that's at 96 Bitcoin. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So we'll go back to that and see if it's up and running. Right, I'll just go to some of the comments again. Scottish Bull, the whole Trinity, Neos, Elastos, Ontology, and Ontology Gas. And you've got Gas as well, Neo Gas. Kevin VT, folks on Binance Telegram group today went nuts, not pretty. I couldn't actually get into the Binance Telegram group. It wouldn't let me into the Binance Telegram, so I don't know if they closed the group just now. Or not closed it, but closed it to new kind of members. Be Inspired, Ripple Network Credit versus Galaxy E-Solutions. Don't know them. I've not looked into them. Be Inspired. The fees was $47 to $48 US trade for every trade. Wow. I see what you mean then. Black Label 46. I didn't realise it was $47. Colin McCormack. Strike the likes. Strike the likes. Yeah, if you like these videos, crush the likes. USDT should be a good choice now. I don't know, honestly I don't know. It was looking good. It was really looking good yesterday and we were looking good for another move up for USDT, but I don't know. I just honestly don't know just now. I'll just have a wee look again at Bitcoin dollar. Where are we? 6481. On a 6 hour chart, still in play just now. So I wouldn't be shorting it then. 4 hour chart, it's kind of coming down. I guess if we look at the 1 hour chart, it's going to be the 7 MA is crossed over. But we've got 5 candles, as I said, 5 candles out of 6 candles that are green, but the short candles. So that means the bulls are not fully in play yet. And this big long candles, the bears were. So there's a lot of kind of shorting on that, or a lot of selling pressure on that. So we'll need to wait and see what happens. Is the honest answer. You can't tell kind of one way or the other just now. Just going to see. Go down on that. I do like the wedges, I have to be honest. Just see if there's a wee wedge in play. The wedge in play, but we're very close. Yeah, so if we're breaking down below, let's go green. Make that thick, you can just see that. Make that green. Make it thicker. Bring it down a little bit. So if we're breaking down below 6464, we could be going lower, and we'll have to break above 6648 if we're looking for any upward momentum. So I do like the ascending triangle wedges, but if we can even move that over kind of here as well. I've probably broken out of that. I want to go over here somewhere. Yeah, we're very close. We're very close to going lower. So it looks as if we could go lower, but you just don't know. There's a few green candles on there as well to say we might be getting higher. Rip this joint. Any news on BABB? No news, no new news on BABB just yet. They're still doing the crowd sale, obviously, and they're still waiting on the licenses. Still working on that in the background. When investing in BABB on Crowdcube, you can retreat. You're inverting in BABB as long as the Crowdcube is open. Ah, right. So you can actually, if you invested money using your credit card or something, you can take it back if you've invested in BABB. So that's how it's come down to 717. There's a few people taking off their investment. Mr. Smith's IQ options down also. For Hagen, if BABB don't reach the minimum target, then all investors will be getting back their pledges. Yes, I believe what happens, I don't know if this is the case or not, but I believe what happens is it's only if they reach the 1.5 million that your credit card or your current account or however you paid it will be getting charged. I think that's how it works. Mr. Smith, compromise equals hack. To me it does. If you can impersonate an identity, you're hacked. Yeah, to me it does. If it's a compromise of the API system, it's a hack. To me it means a hack. It's how people are going to perceive that. Because when somebody thinks about kind of Binance being hacked, they think, oh, all my coins are going to be compromised. There's going to be something wrong with all my coins. I'm going to take all my coins off the Binance exchange. You shouldn't be holding it on an exchange anyway unless you're just using it for trading. Then they take out all the money, the kind of price kind of goes down and shit like that. To me, that's what people perceive a hack as. But because it's an API compromise on a specific coin, then it's still a hack to me, but it doesn't compromise the other coins. Hopefully not. It doesn't compromise everything else that's on the kind of exchange in your account. Peter J is in the house. Welcome to you. Good morning from Devon. Disappointed to see the hack. Was it related to APIs? Yeah, it was the APIs again. And remember, there was a hack a couple of months ago related to the APIs as well. And as a booth, morning to you, Magpie. Next one to go up, Nas. Why? Feeling Mana long term and BNB soon again. We'll just see if Binance is up and running again. Excellent. So we'll just see what's happened, what's going on. So we're trading again. I wonder if they're going to do a rollback. Mana's gone down. We'll just look at the hourly. Key's gone back up again. So remember we mentioned yesterday about key and looking at specific points it could bounce. Once a coin's gone, it's shot right up. We won't look at SIS at all. Obviously that was an API hack. But remember yesterday, if we looked to the 15 EMA line, and it kind of bounced beautifully from the 15 EMA line yesterday and kind of bounced back up. We noticed that yesterday as well, and that's why a lot of people got into key. So I'm just going to take a wee look. We'll just do this live and take a wee look. People are buying SIS. I just would not be touching that just now. The same as at 4,000 just now, and people are actually buying it. It might be a good play actually. It might actually be a good play. Because obviously it was before the hack, but people are definitely buying that up. No, they're selling off now. So a lot of people will be going in and selling off. I would imagine this number is going to come right down. They're not. They're actually buying. People are buying. I wouldn't be touching SIS just now, but it could be a brilliant play. What else is going up? Just want to look at ZIL as well. Shit, I thought ZIL was at 600 there. Zell is one of the coins a lot of us are in as well, Zilliqa, and that's gone up to 12.15. I got back into that yesterday at 11.95 after coming out of Key. I made a couple of successful trades with Key, a couple of good 10%ers, which was good. It should have been more than that actually, but I traded it rather than just keeping it in. 12.16. So Zell looks a good one as well, and we'll just have a look at. Take that off. We'll have a look at Zell just now. Right, it's obviously not up and running just now on the back end at TradingView. But that's gone up. You can see Zell here if you look at the crossover. The crossover happened at 10.31 Satoshi. There was up and downs there as well, but if we go to the 6 hour, we can see we're just still caught at 10.70 and it's still going on the way up. So I think we're going to see a run on Zilliqa. I don't know that for sure obviously, but just looking at that, it looks as if we're going to have a run on Zilliqa as well. Zilliqa or Zilliqa, however you say it. And you can see there was a small run here. So there's not been a lot of runs on the 6 hour chart. There's not been a lot of runs on Zilliqa. The last one, the last big one, was when it crossed over at 599, kind of went all the way up to 2505. And there's another small one here at 1536 up to 1803 before coming back down. So this is only the third one it's had since the 11th of April. And it's only the third crossover. So to me that's a good indicator for a crossover. You might have to stay in a couple of days or something like that or longer to get the full run. But if you're day trading as well, it could be a brilliant day trade. So see what it is just now. 12.13. So to me that's on a 5 minute chart. We'll just look on the hourly chart. It did get up to 12.55 before it was closed down. 1 o'clock it was closed down. So it might get back up to 12.55 again. We'll see what happens with it. A couple of news items. I kind of just caught the headlines because I was checking out everything else. Tron locks up billions of TRX tokens. So the Tron Foundation recently announced that it locked up over 33.25 billion tokens in 1,000 addresses on its mainnet, which was launched on June the 25th. The team provided some details about these addresses on Facebook and hinted toward the development of a query tool to electronic members can check these addresses. And the tokens will be locked until January the 1st, 2020. So that could be good news for Tron as well. Just see where Tron is trading just now. I'm not going to check on TradingView because it's still not up on the back end. Or is it up? No, it's not up yet. I'll just kind of look at that again. I'll refresh it, see if it's up on the back end and it's catching the trades. No, it's not just now. Yeah, so Tron locking up the tokens, and just see Tron is trading. It's up to 589 at the minute. 590, 589. There's a trade coming through. 908. Yeah, it is. It's just stuck just now. Right, this was an that was really for me reading this. So it's just here's what the launch of Coinbase custody means for the little guys like you and I. Just thought it would be a good article to kind of look at, so look at that later on. Hold Your EOS has future price prediction are looking above $30. So even with many feeling a letdown, the new blockchain platform EOS has taken centre stage very often in the crypto community as a project that's attempting to fix existing problems that's former and dependent from network Ethereum blockchain is facing. So this is just an article talking about EOS and how it could go back up to $30. There's the other piece of news, all trading and withdrawals. We've spoke about that already. EOS caused a bear market. We won't go into that just now. We'll just go back to the chat. So that's just on Reddit just now as well. David Schwartz, oh boy, I missed a bunch. Yes, you did. You missed quite a bit. What are both the EMA settings that you just showed us? The EMA settings I've got as 7 and 25. So you've got the 7 EMA and the 25 EMA as well, or you can use the moving average standard. I like to use an exponential moving average, but there's not that much difference, to be honest. So I would use that if you're looking at that. That's only one of the trading strategies. The other one we've got is obviously a 3 to 6 trading strategy, and we kind of talk about that in the premium group as well. And there's other indicators you can use to strengthen that as well, and I'm looking at that as well. TradingView is brilliant, purely because when I look in Coinage, I have to click on each coin to look at it. With TradingView, what I can do, I can quickly just press the arrow key, and I can go through about 139 charts in a space of a couple of minutes and see very quickly what is in play, what is not in play. So I'll be able to do the calls a lot quicker. On Coinage, even kind of having to move over and click, it does take that probably double or triple the time. So that's why I'm looking at TradingView just now. Reginald Bower, I'm staying with BACS because it's a good project and the potential upside is huge, but I have to say that 1.5 million shouldn't be this hard to raise. It's a bit disappointing. Yes, honestly, for me, I thought they would have raised that 1.5 million within a week or two. To be honest, I thought they would have done that. I thought they would have had people waiting in the wings to actually invest in it. So that was my thought as well. I was kind of a wee bit disappointed with it, but hopefully they can get investors into it. And it might be that they have a backup plan as well. And I think they have got a backup plan in that if they don't raise it, there's got something else somebody was speaking about in a premium group. Can't remember exactly what it was. Kevin BT, CNBC Crypto Trader, Asian Crypto Kings in Silicon Valley, really good on NEO info. Excellent, need to check that. I like CNBC. Binance is trading, yep, seen that. Looks like Binance is back. Everything is down. Syscoin went from, yep, I go for Sys. Bought at 3890. So I wonder where Syscoin is just now, if people are buying it. 3829, so it's coming down. We'll just look at the 5-minute chart. Yeah, it's coming down. 3833. I think that was speculators looking to get on that, maybe for a bounce. And it's a shame as well. It's a shame because it's no reflection on obviously Syscoin itself and the project. This is all to do with the reflection on the kind of APIs that are being used, the Binance API. So I don't think it's a reflection on Syscoin, the project, at all. That was a kind of shame that happened. I'm just going to go back to see where it was before. So 3338, and then it started climbing, came back down, and then it kind of shot right up. So it's coming back down to around about the levels it was before, which is good because, as I said, not reflection on Syscoin at all. Yep, just for a few, try 5 up, why not? Kevin VT, Pundy. Where is Pundy just now? We'll just have a wee look. NPXS 64 at the moment, so that's on a 5 minute, so I'm not going to see much there. Down to as low as 62. Mental. I'm just going to see this on Bancor just now. Just see with ETH. See how they're doing on. Are they trading on Bancor again? Ken is back up to 147, expat 369, BACS is 1.1/10%, which is good. Futurist, Bliss Predict is going back up again. Deterious Credit has gone up. NPXS is not on there, is it? So it's not on Bancor Network just now. I'm just going to have a look at that. Why is it not on Bancor? Bancor Network, so it's not been trading on Bancor then for a while. I've been checking on Binance, so I've never really needed to check on Bancor if it's trading there. But it's still doing a lot, 7 million volume, or 9 million today over the last 24 hours. Me, personally, I think PundiX is going to shoot up at some point. We'll just have a look at CoinCodex. There's a couple of other news kind of items I was going to look at. We'll look at CoinCodex. I think it's down to about 300 million NPXS. Just takes a wee while sometimes, Codex. 260 million. So I do think PundiX is going to have a huge run at some point. We just have to catch that run. We have to kind of look out for the run, and we'll just look on. I'll just have a look at the charts. NPXS, and we'll look at the hourly or the 2 hourly chart on this. So you can see on the 2 hourly chart it's still going down. It could still go down further. So we don't know if we've reached the bottom yet, because the bottom was about 64 Satoshi, but now it's kind of come back down again to 62 Satoshi. So it might go down further. I think eventually we're going to have a big bounce on PundiX, but there's no point in trying to catch a falling knife and trying to guess or second guess where the bottom is going to be. Just wait until the kind of chart turns around, and maybe do that on the kind of hourly chart, and then because you'll get a quick view of it to see when it's going to turn around. It did go up slightly at 71 and went up to 78, which is still a 12% rise. So I think we're going to have a huge bounce at some point on PundiX. I think that is definitely coming. BTC on the move. Let's have a look again. It's gone back up, 6527. Excellent. Good. I'll just keep that up just now for the duration. Chris Cash, Steve, I bought 200k ZEBI yesterday. Think it's a forgotten coin. When BTC or market recover in general, these forgotten coins will go 5x, 10x very quickly. Too, I guess. Yeah, I would guess as well. If they're good projects, they've got a good team, and they've got a good use case. Yes, I do think that's going to happen, Chris. ZEBI, a lot of people were talking about ZEBI when it first came out, and that tends to kind of happen though. A lot of people talk about it, then it gets forgotten about, and then they start talking about it again. 21 million market cap, 4 cents at the moment, has been as high as 21 cents. So that's what, 5 times where it is just now. What was the market cap at that time? 102 million, yeah. Volume 306. ZEBI on IDEX. So if we can get it off OKX, it's on as well. Surprised it's not doing better on OKX. Yeah. So I think a lot of these kind of, supposedly forgotten projects, if they're good projects and good teams, will start coming up. Stu Johnson, morning, running late. Better get to work, Stu. Morning all, sorry I'm late, please forgive me. Not at all. Craig, no problem at all. Jacob Hopkins, were you about to show us a trade on Key? Yeah, we'll just have a wee look at that. Where are we? So go back to Key. Bitcoin's going up, 6535. We'll go back up to Key. I wasn't going to show you kind of my trades, it was just to show you Key. Just find it. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is on the hourly chart. Is when you're looking for breakouts, you can see the latest breakout came around about 331. So this is using the 725 crossover. So it came in 331, went all the way up to, what was the high on that? 517. Can't see the wick on that. I need to change the wick. Yeah, 517, and kind of even higher than that, went up to 598. So if you'd put a stop loss on at 598, say for 10%, or when it moves up and you've already made a profit, you put your stop loss a wee bit kind of lower, maybe 6%. So 6% of that would be 36, minus that would be about 564 or something. And you'd have got stopped out then, and then you could get back in round about these levels. But is it going to go back up? Usually what happens, it might bounce off the 7MA and use the 7MA as support. Can I use that, or you can look at the 15 EMA as well and see if it's going to use that as support, but it looks as if it's going to come back down here a wee bit. So we're on a big red candle, smaller red candle, smaller, bigger red candle, so still a lot of selling pressure on that as well. So we'll need to wait and see what happens. I don't think, is there any more left in key? We don't know, we just need to wait and see. But it was just to show you the kind of points, the entry points to get in. You can see the last big run up was round about here at 139, and this is where we first called it at, well, 142. I first called it 5 days ago or something. Had that run up, big run up, big run up. So you could have had a 600% gain on that, and just riding it all the way up. So you put your stop loss in. The only time you get you kind of come out of it is when a red candle or red confirmation candles comes back down over the 7MA, or when it crosses over, sorry, that's another strategy. When it crosses down over, the 7MA crosses down over the 25MA, that 497. But I wouldn't generally do that. If you're trying to catch the big rises and you're day trading, you put your stop loss in, keep moving it up and up and up and up, and as soon as you're in profit, instead of a 10% stop loss, put a 6% stop loss in. You would have got stopped out a couple of rises on the way up here, up at 322. You'd have got stopped out there, but you just go back in again once you see it crossing over again. And that's exactly what you're doing, just stay in it until this kind of red line crosses over. So that's what I was going to show you on key, because that was a good one to look at. But if we look at the 2 hour chart on it, we see obviously we're crossed in way below, and we'd have still been in, but would have been in up until 438, but would have been in from 100 or something like that, or just catching up here and putting your 6 or 10% stop loss, so you'd have got stopped out. And the next crossover was at 364 on the 2 hour, so you'd have missed a lot of the run up from 297. So it definitely looks as if it's on the way down just now, so we need to wait and see what happens with that, with the key. But a lot of people have made a lot of money on key, just trading key alone. Jacob Hobson's when I pull up Zell on Binance, my chart shows key. Anyone else? Just have a wee look at that. Zell. No, my chart is still showing. Zilliqa. Yeah, Zilliqa's went up to 1260 and came back down. So I still think that's going to go up. That's on a 1 hourly chart. But it's kind of up and down. It's strange. Zilliqa, when I've been looking at the trades, kind of very strange. Kind of it's shooting up to about 1240, coming down, up 1240, down, up 1250. So I don't know if this is meaning a kind of big rise or not coming. We'll soon see. So my Binance chart showing okay in Zell. Petrova bought by another company. I still don't know about Petrova. I've never been into Petrova. I didn't really, not that I didn't like it from the start, that I just didn't buy into it from the start. I just didn't see the use of it being on the blockchain. Pundy taking off IDEX. Self-key price prediction 20 cents. In the long term, I don't know what the price prediction for self-key is just now. I just want to see the market cap on that, 58 million for the market cap. I've updated the website as well. I'm just wondering if that's been updated. No, it's still the same. I thought I heard there was an update to the website or something. Maybe it was a white paper that had been updated. So self-key, yeah, I still think it's going to be good for the future. I don't know how many companies are going to be coming out with a similar thing. But self-keys in the news just now is first and foremost in front of everybody's kind of mind at the moment. I think that's why it's actually trading well. A lot of people are talking about it because it is trading so well as well. So it's a kind of perpetual cycle that's happening just now, but that cycle will slow down and it'll come back down to kind of normal levels as well. Key 423, so it's starting to go back up. So key, I'm checking the charts on that and it's moving down because it's still not updated Binance. So I should have been looking at Binance, bugger. So it's bounced off the 25 MA. So it is going back up. Good. So you can see here the red candles on the way down, but it's just literally bounced off the 25 MA. as well. 422, so it's going back up again. So it might be another good run up on Key then. Excellent. Apologies if you talked about Zell already. Missed about the stream. Looks like it has potential for a run up. Thinking of getting into Zell, then Pundy. That was kind of my thinking. Who was that? Rob Taylor. Yeah, that was my thinking. So I looked at Pundy to get into. Then I thought, no, the charts just say it's going to go down. And I looked at Zell. I was in Zell. Kind of got stopped at 11.45, and it only the lowest it went down to was 11.43 or something. But I put a stop loss in at 11.45. Got stopped out, walked away from the trade, got into Key, came back and looked at Zell, and I thought it's still going to go up. I do think it's going to have a run up. So I do think Zell is going to have a run. And it's had a relatively good run just now. Up from 10.78. It's had a good run already. I just think it's going to go higher, but that's just my thoughts on Zilliqa. You can see from here, kind of crossed over 10.42. So where's the next kind of resistance for it? Round about 13.53. So that's the next kind of point we're looking to get in. Then up to 17.80 again. And if we look in the daily, what's the highest it's been? About 2,500. So I reckon we could maybe get up to 1,800, get a 50% increase on Zilliqa. That's my thoughts anyway. I'm not saying you should invest, so put your big girl pants on, big boy pants on, do your own research and all that. That's my thinking on it. And Sean Dubs, morning everyone, it's Steve. Today's payday. Excellent. Love payday. And the day I'll be joining Premium Group. Oh, brilliant. See you there, be in there tonight. Brilliant, Sean. Be good to see you in there, mate. Marcus Jafari, probably using TradingView on Binance. Original view is working better. Yeah. So it's using the TradingView. So there's a TradingView one here as well. Yeah, so TradingView is not updated yet. I think that's what's happened there. It's updated now, I think. Is it? We'll just see if the two are the same. Yeah, so it looks okay just now. So it started updating again. Sean Dubs, I heard from Deadcoins Vitrova was a scam. Yeah, I seen that on the deadcoins.com website as well. We kind of showed that yesterday or the day before. No, I think it was yesterday. Ming Lai's in the house. Morning to you. Victor Ray is in. Binance Coin must have taken a big hit. We'll just have a look at the BNB token. I briefly got into that. It's not that bad actually. 21,696. It's kind of roughly the same as where it was. 21,692. 296. So I wonder if the perceived kind of what's happened here, if people are perceiving it as not a hack and they're perceiving it as something to do with Syscoin, but it's nothing to do with Syscoin. It's the actual Binance kind of API system. Well, we'll have more details later. I can't speculate as to what has exactly happened, but I'm presuming it's to do with the APIs. It's nothing to do with Syscoin. So people are perceiving it as not to do with Binance, it looks like, according to the trading patterns. So they're not worried. I think Binance is very trusted by a lot of people. And that's purely because of communication as well, because the communication is so brilliant from Binance. What do you think about Electrify Asia? That is in my long-term folder. It's one that I kind of had for God knows how long, but I bought it when it was high. It's now really low. So just look on KuCoin just now. See what's done over the recent kind of weeks. So it's gone up slightly. So it was at a bottom of about 405 Satoshi, but it's gone up to 551 Satoshi. I bought it kind of way high. I think it was 1560 Satoshi I bought it in that. But for the long term, I'm not worried at all about Electrify Asia, and if I do kind of make more money, I'll put some more in at these prices. So I've topped up on the way down on Electrify Asia because I do think it's going to be brilliant for the long term, and it's kind of looking as if it's picking back up actually. So we'll go to, that's on the 8 hour. We'll look on the daily as it crossed over 7 MA has not crossed over yet, but I expect it will cross over. So 3 green candles on a daily. So it looks as if this is ready for a run as well. So that'll be good. But obviously we want it way higher than kind of 2,300 Satoshi, and I think it will do. That's at 4 cents just now. 2,300 will be about 12 cents. So I'm looking at maybe 20 to 50 cents on Electrify Asia. Just have a look at that just now. See where that leaves the market capitalization. It's almost 16 million for the market capitalization. So that was definitely one of my calls for the long term. It's just a shame that it's went down so much, because obviously it's locked in my money for this. I could have been trading, made a lot more and bought a lot more of Electrify Asia, but I didn't. No point complaining about it. You just get on with it, walk away and get on with it and keep it in the long term folder. But I do love Electrify Asia. Good morning all. Did you hear about the news about Ripple going into partnership with Bill Gates Foundation to target the unbanked and developing countries? Positive news. I didn't actually read that, Tom Barry. Nah, I didn't actually read that. I wonder how they're going to do that. It sounds similar to what BABB are looking to do, so I wonder how they're going to do that. Sean Dubs, did anyone else notice the pump last night on Binance? Was in a chat room and they said it was a single person pumping coin prices one by one. It was around 1 AM. Yeah, we've spoke about that as well. Sean Dubs, that's what we've been talking about on the live. David Schwartz, my charts aren't updating on Binance. The name keeps saying BTC. I would maybe log out and log back in again, David, and see if that works. It's working okay on mine just now. Yeah, it's still working okay. I'm just going to see who the risers are just now that we're here. CYS is still going up. It's still going up. I thought a lot of people would have been spooked by CYS, but 4298 might actually be a good play to get in on this. A lot of people not kind of have the balls to do that, but I think it could actually be a good play to get on the CYS coin. And Key has gone up, Mana's gone up, so they didn't do the rollback, I take it. Well, it's come right down, obviously. 422 is at 1737 just now, 1730. SNT has gone up. There's Zilica, 1239. That's doing nicely. That's on a 5 minute. We don't want to look at that. Still looking nice. APPC was one of the other ones as well. AP coins that I noticed took a huge run up. 3129. What was it before? 2976. So it was kind of taking a run up already. Yep. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for just now. I'll just see if there's anybody else. Martin and Sonia had the same problem. David, can't change the coin in trading view. Also bought into Elec when you called it, Steve, at its highest. Oh shit. Don't feel good about that, Martin. But I don't think I called it its highest. I think I called it when it was coming down, on the way down. So its highest was 2,300. And I think it was 1,560 or something. I called it around about here, but still, it had a big run down. To 400, around about 400. So what's that? A 75% drop from where I called it. Still, we said it was a long-term hold for 6 months plus. So I think I called it 2 months ago or something. And I still hold by that view, and I've still hold a lot of Electrify Asia. And as I said, I bought in the same time round about you, possibly even higher than that. I might have called it when it was coming down. So I'm on a big, huge loss on paper. I've never lost because I've not sold it, but on paper I'm on a big loss on that. David Schwartz, that worked. Good. Kevin VT, crush the likes. Yeah, crush the likes, everybody. And if you want to join us in the premium group as well and get daily calls on the coins that are just about to pop or have the potential to pop. Every single coin can pop, and there's a load of them. But you can join us in the premium group for $37 a month as well. So just hit the link down below and you can join us over there. It's such a brilliant premium group. Great bunch of people. And there's no moon talk, no Lambo talk, no swearing, no violent gifts, no putting each other down. If you do, you're booted out. And it's not happened yet. And everybody's stayed in the premium group as well. There's nobody cancelled their membership or anything, which is a good sign. Jacob Hopkins, crush the likes. No problem, I didn't put my house in it, Martin. Yeah, I hate it when that happens because there's nothing better than seeing other people making money from the calls that I've made. There's no better feeling than that. Even when I make money, I don't get as good a feeling as I do when people actually make money on the calls that I make. So I do feel a wee bit shit sometimes when I've made a call and it goes kind of right down. But these are long-term coins and it should be in your long-term portfolio. So I just hope it goes back up for you as well. Well, for me as well, because I'm in it as well. Most of the coins I've called for long-term, I've got them. Mark Helty, great job. Just hold people. Yes, definitely just hold. Chris Cash, thanks again, Steve. Have a great day. You as well. Donny Don Matthews here. I was looking at the market, got healthier. We have CIS issues, speaking people with words like hacks, and CIS saying there is a problem with the blockchain as someone has overmined than the max supply. I don't think that's the issue. I think that's false information. To be honest, Donny, it's something to do with something totally different. It's to do purely with the API. So I don't think it's been overmined at all. People are talking about being 51% and kind of mined and being overmined to 1 billion tokens when they've only got 888 million, but that's false information. So it's definitely to do with the API and not the actual coin or the token or the blockchain itself. So there's a lot of kind of information going about. We just need to wait and see what's really happened. Have a great day, everyone. Going to bed. Have a brilliant sleep. Kevin VT. Okay, have a brilliant day, everyone, and I will speak to you tomorrow, same time, same place. Tomorrow, will I? I'm just thinking, am I doing... What am I doing? No, it's okay. It's in the afternoon. Might not be here on Friday. We'll need to wait and see. But I'll be here tomorrow. Okay. Have a brilliant day. Until next time. Namaste. Take care. Bye now.